Hello, and thank you for heeding the wise advice of the fly and clicking on the link for part 2. As you can see, I'm even wearing different clothes this time. Psych! I don't do that! Oh, this has a zipper. So we have our screen object, we have our player object. Now we need to make some portals, and those are going to be objects too. So let's make them like this. Portal1 equals turtle, and we're going to give it a shape. So portal1.shape, I'm going to set it to circle. If you want, you can draw a picture and then change it the same way we did for the person, but this is an easier way. We're also going to change the color like this. So portal1.color, and let's say blue, and then portal1.pen up so it doesn't draw, and finally portal1.goto, but hold on a second, we don't know where we want it to go to yet. So let me just comment that out for now, and I'll run the code real quick. Okay, so we see our portal starts out in the middle. I'm going to put the blue portal right here, and it prints out in the console -130, 298. So those are going to be my coordinates for the portal. So uncomment this, and then boom, like that. Just copy and paste from the console. And then when we run the code, boom, the portal goes right where we want it to go. Now for the second portal, we're just going to lather, rinse, and repeat like this. Select everything that we did for the portal1 object, and Control-C, Control-V to copy and paste it. Then we're going to do this. Change it all to portal2. Its shape is going to be a circle just like the first one, but the color is going to be orange. And then pen up. And we don't want it to go to the same place either. So let's do this. Run the code again. We choose where we want the portal to go. I'm going to put mine right here. And okay. In the shell, 390, 305. So we just copy and paste those like so. And test it. There we go. We have our portals. So we have both of our portals, but right now they don't do anything. And that's really depressing, quite frankly. So why don't we fix that problem? We're going to make a new function called, let's see, check for collisions. And a collision is anytime one thing touches another thing. And in this case, we'll be testing if our player is touching a portal or a key or a door or anything like that. And then we're going to run some code when he does that. So here's what we'll do. We'll make an if statement. If player.distance, distance to what? Distance to portal1. If player.distance portal1 is less than 50, so the number I like, then what will we do? We're going to teleport player to portal2 dot position. And if we want this code to actually work, we need to put it, let's see. For now, we'll put it in our move to function like this. So after the player goes to the place where we tell him to go, we'll print out where he went, and then finally we'll check for collisions like this. That's how you call the function. So let's go ahead and run it to test it out. Invalid syntax, line 30. So we got to go up here and add in those parentheses, and now let's try. So we go to the blue portal, and it teleports us to the orange portal. Now we need to make it so you can go from the orange to the blue. And this is how we'll do it. Elif, remember that means else if, player.distance portal2 is less than 50. What will we do? Teleport player to portal1 dot position like this, or dot pos. Let's test it to see if it works. So boom, he goes to the orange portal, he walks away from it, then he comes back, Okay, so there's a typo here. Apparently Python can't understand distance. Needs to say distance. Now let's try it. Okay, like this, going to the blue, going back to the orange, and it works. We have teleportation. A couple things I wanted to add to the teleport function to make it a little bit better. Let's make it go a little bit faster. It saves us time. Turtle.speed, we'll set it to fastest when he's teleporting. And then we'll also do turtle.hide turtle, so he's invisible while he's teleporting because he's like traveling through another dimension or something. And then after we're back, or after we're in the place where we're going, the destination, we'll do this, turtle.speed, and we'll go to slow because that's what it is by default, I believe. And we'll also do turtle.showTurtle. Let's test it out. And boom, he goes super duper fast. We don't want the door to draw ever, so we'll do door.penUp. And then, let's see, I already know where I want my door. I'm going to put the door, or teleport the door to these coordinates. Now we need to add a key, and I'm sure you guys know what to do by now. We make a key object. We change the shape to the picture that we want. Remember, you got to go up to where the screen is and load it using screen.addShape and then the file name. And then finally, we want to teleport that key to wherever we want to teleport it to. So as you can see, we have everything we need in our game. We have two portals, we have the key, and we have the door, but the problem is they don't actually do anything yet. So we need to add something to the check for collisions function to make those things actually work. Now, if player.distance key is less than 50, what will we do? We'll do a test. If key.isVisible, it's a function, so we need those parentheses. If key.isVisible, we want to do this, key.hideTurtle. Now there's something else we need to do. We're going to make a new kind of variable called a list. Lists are actually so important. I'm going to go back in time and make a video explaining them. So let's go up to the top here. Maybe this is a good spot. And we're going to make a list called inventory. And this is how you make a list. You just type the name if you can. And just like a normal variable, we need the equal sign. But this is where it's different. We need to use square brackets like this. So our list is going to be empty for starters because there'll be nothing in our inventory when we start the game. So we'll just leave it like this, an empty list. However, when we touch the key, we want to do this. Inventory.append, and append just means add to the end, and we're going to append key, or basically take that key and put it in our inventory list, the list of things that we have. So why did we just do all that special stuff to make an inventory and put our key in it? This is why. Let's go back to here and type elif player.distance door is less than 50 and key in inventory. What are we going to do? Door.set heading to 90. That'll turn it up like this, and then door.forward 60. So that'll cause the door to move straight up and out of the way. But then the last thing we need to do is this, inventory.remove key. So let's test it, shall we? So we have our guy, we don't need to waste time. Let's just go straight to the portal with hacks. So we go out of the orange, we grab the key, back into the orange, now the blue. Let's just go down all the way to the door, and when we go to it, it opens, but it drew a line, and it's not supposed to do that. But anyways, we can go to the end of the maze. So here's the problem. I actually forgot that one of the last lines in our teleport function is pinned down, and that makes the turtle start drawing again. So what we need to do is go down to this part right here, where it says teleport door, and we take pen up and put that after teleport. So that way, after it tells it to put the pen down, we tell it to put it up again so it does not draw. And now one final test. Let's grab the key, go to the door, and it opens without drawing a line. Lastly, we're just going to change a couple of things to make our code better. So think about this. Imagine you want to change the picture of the player. You have to change it here and on line 21, which is a little bit annoying. And that problem only gets worse as you write bigger and bigger programs. So let's do this. Firstly, we'll do this, Control F, find and replace. And we want to find everywhere where it says man.gif, and we want to replace that with player_img. So replace all. And then we need to actually make a variable called player_img. So let's do that, equals man.gif. Now if we want to change the picture of our player, all we have to do is change it once. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for door and key, because I'm a dorky kind of guy, as clearly evidenced by that joke. And we'll do something similar with the number 50, because think about it, if this distance is too close or too far from the object, you have to change it here, 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 here. That's just a pain. So instead of that, let's do this. Control F. Make sure there's no other places in your code where it says 50. I don't think there is for mine. Find 50 and we'll replace it with reach. Replace all. And then I'll go up to the top and I'll make a new variable called reach. Set that equal to 50. Just test it to make sure it works and you didn't break anything. The last thing I did, I put all of the starting positions in one place at the top as variables instead of just putting them right into the functions, because that makes them way easier to change if I ever need to do that later on.